Good morning, students. We are discussing some extra points of this topic. Nature of path of charged particle or charge in electric field. Charge always considered like a particle. Therefore, particle has a mass also. Q is a charge, M is a mass of the particle, and where that is at rest or started moving or moving already in the electric field. Velocity, it means initial velocity u, final velocity v also. That will be the expression for it. And theta is the angle between the electric field E and the velocity v or u. Then the force formed F equal to E is the force and the charge, and also from the second law F equal to ma. This q can be plus or minus. Plus means F and E are in the same direction. Minus means F and E are in the opposite directions. So positive charge experiences force direction of electric field. Negative charge experiences force opposite electric field. Acceleration also same direction. Okay. And if a particle already starting from rest, the initial velocity is 0. So in all these cases, what is the nature of the path? We will ask two cases over here. One is particle moves in the straight line or parabolic. In this case, only straight line path. Started moving, so it moves with the acceleration in this direction. Velocity increases with time. Force is increased, velocity increases with time, and moves with the acceleration a. A is nothing but equal to acceleration of the particle in this electric field. Charged particle electric field is a equal to ue by m. It moves what path? Nature of the path. Nature of the path means straight line path. That point is important. The path of the charged particle is straight line. This point is important in all these conditions. Particles move in the direction of electric field are opposite. Positive charge if you obtain a force in the same direction, so automatically moves in the same direction. Same direction means what? When force and velocity same direction, it moves with the positive acceleration. Means velocity increases with the time. But what about electron? Negative charges, electrons, they have the force opposed to electric fields. So they travel straight path like this and increases the velocity with time. But I take this electron, I push in the direction of electric field. Then what happens? If the electric field is right side, I take the negative charge and I am giving in for velocity already in this direction, initial velocity u. Then what happens to this charge? Negative charge experiences force opposite direction. In this direction is actually acceleration and a force. But already it is moving towards the direction projected in the direction of electric field. But force is opposite direction. And acceleration is also opposite direction, means it is under retardation. Electron will be the retardation. Retardation means what happens here in this case is velocity increases with the time. So it moves forward some distance, final velocity is 0 and again returns back with the increase of velocity. So goes like this and stops and comes back. Just like a stone, if you take and throw it upward, I am giving the velocity upwards, but the gravitational force is downwards. Acceleration to gravity G is downwards. Velocity, initial velocity is upwards. Upward direction of acceleration velocity means retardation. In the retardation, what happens? The velocity decreases, becomes 0, and again changes direction, downward direction. Downward side velocity increases. Same thing happens for this also. Negative charge projected with velocity u in the direction of electric field. It is under retardation. Path is straight line, and drawing diagram like this, but actually goes like this, stops almost, and again comes backwards. Changes its direction and rotates by 180 degrees and comes backwards. Path is straight line path only. Condition is that theta is 0 or only for both positive charge also negative charge. Whatever the charge you take. Here I put the negative charge. What if I am taking the positive charge? If I take the positive charge in the same electric field, if I take the positive charge, it accelerates in the direction of electric field, but I am projecting it with initial velocity u opposite electric field. Then what happens? Its velocity actually decreases, becomes 0 this side. Becomes 0 final velocity and again increases velocity in this direction. So it is the path under retardation. That point is important for computer exams also, for PUC also, 1 mark questions. In these cases, we take the final velocities, expressions or displacement expressions given from the terms of the acceleration. A equal to u by m, final velocity v equal to u plus ut, v square equal to u square plus 2as, s equal to ut plus half at square. All these equations we can use for these cases. Wherever a is there, equal to qe by l. Condition u. Starting from rest means u is 0. Second condition. The point of this, what I explained that will happen here if positive charge is projected with the initial velocity u opposite to electric fields. So positive experience in the direction of electric field. but you are projecting it opposite to the electric field, then it moves under retardation. Then it moves under retardation. Where it is moving under retardation, velocity increases with time, becomes zero, and again increases. Velocity decreases to 0, and it retraces the retracing path. Coming backwards is called retrace path, and returns. This path is called retrace. With the increase of velocity. This is explained for positive charge. Same thing applicable for negative charge moving in the opposite directions. What is the path again? Path is straight line. Path is straight line. What about the negative charge you take? Similarly, if you take negative charge, project it will try to go opposite electric field, but projecting in the direction of electric field. Then also you will find the retardation. Similarly, if negative charge is projected, if negative charge is projected parallel to electric field or in the direction of electric fields, direction of electric fields, then it moves under retardation. Path is straight line. So we know what we discussed is path is straight line only, but under retardation or acceleration. These diagrams I am mentioning here corresponding to this 2 points, subpoints. This is the direction of electric field. I have taken the positive charge. Projected with initial velocity u, then gradually velocity decreases, and final velocity becomes equal to 0, v prime, and they get increase the path direction, increase of velocity. It is under retardation. So this coming backwards is not retracing path, but actually it moves along the same line. I am just showing it a separate line, but actually it goes and comes back like this. Same thing happens if you take the negative charge. Experience force is the direction of force. Negative charge I take and project in the direction of electric field, initial velocity u, and takes a straight line path and turns backwards. So final velocity is v prime equal to 0. But force acting on this is in this direction. It's a retardation, here is prime. Here A is equals to v by L plus E and AC direction. Here acceleration equal to minus 2E by L. Minus means upper direction of the acceleration to the velocities. This is a straight line path condition. Next, other case, if you take not theta equal to 0, in this case, initial velocity is the direction of the electric field or upper direction of the electric field. Path is straight line. Want if any angle taken other than straight line, path, what is the other path possibility is parabolic path. If theta is not equal to 0 degrees or 180 degrees, that means velocity is not parallel or anti-parallel to electric field. That is, this idea means that is velocity of charge is not parallel and not anti-parallel. to electric fields, not parallel, not anti-parallel electric fields. Then the path of the charge particle is parallel. And then path of charge particle. Parallel same direction, anti-parallel opposite direction. 0 degrees, 1 degrees. Then path of charge particle is parallel. Theta is not 0, not y. 0 means parallel, 180 means anti-parallel. Means it's not parallel, not anti-parallel. Then path is not a straight line, parallel. So only two paths are there for the charge particle electric fields, either straight line path or parallel. This expression we need to take. I take these two plates, parallel plates, with uniform electric field from plus to minus. So this plate is given the charge positive and here negative. Positive plate and negative plate. Electric field is from plus to minus. This is the direction of electric fields. Then we are projecting the charge particle into the electric fields. Perpendicular if it I am taking, but not necessary. Any other angle, parabolic path. So I am taking here example. Charge particle entering and perpendicular to the electric fields. Velocity is perpendicular to electric field. Means theta is 90 degrees between B and E. This is the direction of electric field. Uniform field I am taking it downwards. Okay, and I am projecting the charge particle straight line path like this. This is the velocity. Charge particle I am taking it is positive. So what happened to positive plus divided by plus added by the minus. The result is once it enters the electric field, it moves in a curved path. This is a path like this. We have to show that this is the path is taking parabolic path. This is a deviation of the particle from its initial direction. What I want it is deviated by the time it comes out of the fields. Outside this plate, it travels in a straight line. Here it is straight line. From here to here is straight line. It is coming, it's having the curved path only in the electric fields. Outside it is a straight line. Path. Here you find this parabolic path. This is a negative plate. I will take this as a P. Q. P is positive charged plate. Q is negatively charged plate. E is uniform electric. I am taking here everything is uniform. Here initial velocity is u, not v, vector is u, charge is q, mass is m. And this along the x-axis. I think this direction is x-axis, this is y-axis. So it's just like the projectile motion from horizontal projection. If you take a bullet and fire horizontally, the bullet you are projecting initially horizontally, but the gravity pull is downwards. So it gradually goes down. But path taken by the projectile is parallel. Similar to projectile condition we take here. Where acceleration due to gravity g is there, here we take it as a equal to q by m. So acceleration is a. What direction is acceleration acting in the direction of electric fields? Because it's a positive charge, electric field is downwards. When electric field is downwards, acceleration is also downwards. So acceleration is also downwards. This electric field is down, and acceleration is also downwards for the positive charge. If it is negative charge, just diagram of the reverse direction of it. And what is the displacement? It is moving downwards is y displacement. Initial displacement, this x is x equal to length of these plates, L, horizontal displacement, and y is the vertical displacement. It's a no straight line is but bending like this. But whatever it bending, I will take only this one. Outside the electric field, it is a straight line. Only in the electric field, it has a path called as a parabolic path. And initial velocity is u. By the time it comes out, the final velocity is v here. Acceleration A equal to QE by M. We are taking the positive charge in this example, therefore it is a plus. Means A and Q, A and E are in the same directions. same direction for positive charge. Plus Q. And the second thing is displacement. In the time t seconds, x is the displacement. T is time spent in electric field. Time spent in electric field. And we take the relation x equal to velocity into time. There is no initial velocity in the vertical direction. We have the velocity going in the horizontal direction. I take that also. Ux is u, horizontal. Horizontal initial velocity. Uy equal to 0. Initially there is no vertical velocity. Vertical initial velocity. Okay, we have only horizontal velocity. After some time we can have both vertical velocity and horizontal velocity. T is the time spent in electric fields by the charge particle. Time spent in electric fields. So x displacement, horizontal displacement along the x axis. Horizontal displacement x equal to ux into t. That means u into t. What is t becomes is equals to t is nothing but equal to x by u. Is one relationship. Second relation is vertical displacement. Same time. This is the electric field. Vertical displacement. Y equal to S equal to ut plus half at this point. In this direction there is no acceleration. Here ax is 0. Acceleration is there only in the vertical direction. So we are taking this acceleration only in the vertical direction. We are taking it as ay. So this is only ay direction. Horizontal direction there is no acceleration. Acceleration is only in the direction of electric field downwards. A and B same direction, so downward direction for this positive line. So we will take it as A1. What about AX? AX is 0. Just like the stone projected horizontal and projected fired horizontally, A resistance is neglected. So horizontal direction there is no acceleration, but G is only downward. Same condition to take. Y is equals to S equal to ut plus half at square. Here also we have taken x equal to ut plus half ax into t square, but ax is 0, so we need to take this part. Only vertical direction we take y is equals to u by t plus half ay into t square, but uy is 0. Uy is 0. Different reason we get y is equals to half into ay into t square only. So y is equals to half into ay is this one. QE by m into t square. T is this part. X by u means x square by u square. In this term, all are constants except x and y. So we get this y is proportional to x square, that is parabolic. The xy relation is parabolic. These equations we need to look at from numerical sense. And path only will be required, and y comparison we are going to discuss later. This is the case of positive charge. What if you take the negative charge? Same condition. If the negative charge is here, means it will go upward direction, not downward direction. Inside the electric field only, path is parabolic. Outside the electric field, parabolic path. Here, inside electric field. So two kind of paths charge can have. One is stationary path or parabolic path. And in this last expression, if mass increases, y decreases. Q increases, y increases. Other relations also affect the y quantities. So based on that also we can identify more mass, less mass comparisons. It's in the same diagram with the positive and negative charges. This is a plus, minus. Positive charge will bend down. Parabolic path. Outside straight line path. This is also straight line. In the electric field it moves in a parabolic. But if I take negative charge, same goes here upward. Neglect the G value. Acceleration gravity you have to negate. If gravity is also there, then that acceleration A is there now. Similarly, A plus C after the action is A minus. So here path is outward. This negative charge is going to be positive charge. Within this path only you take the parabola from here to here. Bends slowly up. This now. This is white one. This is white. Positive charge bend in the direction of electric field, but nearest negative charge bend opposite to electric field. Where electric field is this field. Next we will work out the product for the next one. Whatever this outcome of this path is, charge particle what kind of path it can have in electric field means straight line or parabolic path. We will get later terms magnetic field. In the magnetic field, charge particle can have the multiple types of paths are there. Comparison we will ask for the electric field and magnetic field. Therefore, charge particle outcome of this in electric fields. We have straight line path or parabolic path. Next, textbook problems. Textbook exercises or problems. 1.1. Find the force between two small charged spheres having charges. Find the force between two charges. Find the force between two charges. 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 joules and 3 into 10 to the power of minus 7 joules. 3 into 10 to the power of minus 7 joules. When separated by 30 centimeters in air. When separated by 30 centimeters in air. So one is Q1, another one is Q2, and R is this one. Air means directly constant K is equals to 1. And R is automatically equal to 1 million. First we have to write the data. Q1 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 joules. Q2 is equals to 3 into 10 to the power of minus 7 joules. Distance is 30 centimeters. Convert the units to meters. 30 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. Diagram not actually required. You draw, that is really extra. Force. Both are positive charges. Both are positive means number given without mentioning sign means that is supposed to be positive. Both are like charges. Therefore, the force is repulsive force. F is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon into K. This K here into Q1 Q2 by R square. K is equals to 1, that is per AM, approximately equal to 1 per AM, that is the diameter constant. And 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. You don't need to substitute the 4 pi epsilon naught separately, directly calculate the total value. 10 to the power of 9 Newton meter square per coulomb square. So the value of this formula. Therefore, force becomes equal to this is meters in the air. F F is equals to 9 into 10 to the power of 9 into Q1, 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 into 3 into 10 to the power of minus 7 by A is 1 into distance square, distance is 30 centimeters, 30 into 10 to the power of minus 2 into 30 into 10 to the power of minus, which is equals to 30. 0 into 0, 100 you get 300, 1 power you can cancel. 3 3s are 9, 9 I can cancel. Left out terms, 3 2s are 6 into 10 to the power of plus 7 plus 9 minus 7 is plus 2 minus 7 is minus 5. So 10 to the power of minus 5 into minus 10 to the negative plus 2 becomes plus 1. The result is 6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 newtons. Nature of the force you better mention at the end. Both are like charges, so the force is repulsive. Or repulsion. And compulsory, many in the assignment etc. Many students not write the units. You must write the units. Some students have written C here. C is for Coulomb only, not for the force. You have to get the units. Force unit is SI unit is newtons, and like charges are taken. Therefore, the repulsion force you have to mention at the end. Even if you don't mention the repulsion, unless they don't ask the question repulsion and attraction, this mentioning is not compulsory. If the question says the mention is compulsory, but otherwise if you mention is always better, and units also compulsory. Units, if the what here is, you must mention compulsory. So 1.1 question.